Hey y'all, it's Riley. So I've got another haul that I'm gonna do a video for. Um, I actually had two packages come in, but they were kind of like the same order. I just placed half of the order first and half of the order later because on in-stock trades where I order my stuff from, uh, if you order something and then you make another order, I think it's like less than a week later, then you get an extra 2% off. So I kind of wanted to take advantage of that. So yeah. Anyway, so I got both packages. It was weird. Like the second order I made actually came in first, and then the first order came in a few days later. So it's a few books from the past few weeks, a few collections that have been released the past few weeks. So let me show off these things that I grabbed. I'm still in bed right now, kind of having a lazy Friday morning because I don't work until 4 this evening, and I've been working the past 3 days in a row, like 10:30 to 10:30. So I'm pretty wiped right now. Anyway, let's see. The first thing in my stack, Swamp Thing by Brian K. Vaughan, Volume 2, collecting the latter half of his Vertigo series on Swamp Thing, which focused on Alex's daughter. I still haven't read the first volume that came out several months ago. Just kind of shows how far behind I am with reading my collections. Pretty much every book that I've gotten in one of these haul videos I still have not read, except for Brian Lee O'Malley's Seconds, which I just finished up and I thought that was pretty great. So anyway, yeah, Swamp Thing Volume 2 has the second half, so this completes Brian K. Vaughan's Swamp Thing series. Next volume I grabbed, I have the Runaways, the complete collection from Brian K. Vaughan. So another Brian K. Vaughan book. Obviously DC and Marvel are capitalizing on the fact that BKV is really popular right now because of Saga, and they're putting out new editions of pretty much any book that has his name on it. So Runaways Complete Collection Volume 1 collects issues 1 through 18 of the 2003 series. They've already announced Volume 2, and I'm wondering if these complete collections are gonna go on to also collect Joss Whedon and Terry Moore's runs on the title. But anyway, I have never read any Runaways comics before. The only interaction I've had with these characters is from some of their appearances on Avengers Arena and the currently ongoing Avengers Undercover series. So I'm excited to finally read that because I've heard a ton of great things about this series, and I love Brian K. Vaughan, so I'm excited to finally read this book. Next is another paperback, Guardians of the Galaxy by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, Complete Collection Volume 1. I did previously own the 4-volume paperback series, but as soon as this was announced, I went ahead and sold those because I prefer to have the thicker volume than the thinner ones. Plus, those were going for a lot for high prices online, so I was able to get a pretty nice sum for those 4 volumes, which easily paid for this one. Fans who went out and saw the movie last weekend when it came out or whatever, you're going to want to pick this one up. It's really nice that Marvel finally put out a new printing of Abnett and Lanning's run, because it's been really hard to find those volumes for a long time. But yeah, if you're a fan of the movie, this is the book that features that version of the team, more or less. Star-Lord, Drax, Rocket, Groot's probably on the cover somewhere. I don't know. So yeah, that version of the team kind of originated in this book. It technically originated before this in the Annihilation Conquest event, where Keith Giffen wrote a 4-issue Annihilation Conquest Star-Lord miniseries, and that's where Star-Lord puts the team together. But this is where their ongoing adventures began, and this would kind of be where you'd want to look if you were interested after seeing the film, interested in the team. Anyway, moving on. Oh, and this will be 2 volumes. The second volume has been solicited. I don't remember when it's going to hit, but it was a 25-issue series. The second volume will collect the latter half of that series. Next is a old paperback, which just got a new printing, is X-Men Magneto Testament. It's something that I've been wanting to read for quite a while, because I love Magneto, and I also am a fan of Greg Pak, but I missed out on this, and it's been out of print for a long time. So fortunately, Marvel decided to reprint the book, and I picked up the reprinted paperback whenever it hit shops. It's got the 5-issue miniseries, and it's supposed to be one of the best X-Men books of all time, so I'm excited to read this, especially as a Magneto fan. And then the last paperback I've got is Spider-Man, the Complete Alien Costume Saga Book 1. In the same kind of vein as the Complete Clone Epic and the Complete Ben Reilly Epic books that they put out, this is a nice, thick paperback volume. They haven't released any information about a second volume to this, but this book fits perfectly in between the Roger Stern Omnibus, which the Roger Stern Omnibus actually ends with this issue, number 252 of Amazing Spider-Man. And this collects 252 to 258, and then a few months ago there was Amazing Spider-Man Epic Collection Ghosts of the Past, which was released, and that has issue 259 and several ones after that. So this fills in a nice little gap between those 2 volumes. So I don't know what the second book is going to contain, but if you're a fan of this era of Spider-Man, back when he was wearing the alien costume post Secret Wars, then this is something to check out. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be bridging, like, these volumes will probably bridge the gap between the Roger Stern and Michelini McFarlane Omnibuy, which is exciting. And a lot of this is material that I've never read, so I'm excited to jump in. It's got stuff by DeFalco and Michelini, and a lot of nice artists in there as well. Nice thick paperback volume, awesome stuff, and I'm excited to jump in there. You get some good classic Spider-Man stuff in there. And I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so this was one I was really looking forward to. And then the last book that I've got for the week is something I've been really looking forward to. Doom Patrol by Grant Morrison Omnibus from DC and Vertigo. It's an awesome looking book. I previously had the 6-volume paperback collection for the series. Sold those whenever I found out that they were doing the Omnibus, and I'm really happy I did, because this is a really great looking book. Really fantastic stuff. I'll go and do another video specifically on this volume, because this is really a nice looking book. Just quickly show off the binding on this. It's definitely not the best binding ever, but that's to be expected from DC. I'd say it's about on par with the Invisibles Omnibus, so if you have that, then you know basically how the binding on this is going to be. It's sewn binding, but it's pretty tight. So anyway, yeah. That's everything I have. The 6 books that I've gotten recently. Unfortunately, I probably won't be doing another haul for about a month, because the month of August, there's actually not too many books that I'm looking to grab. So I'm probably just going to put all those into one big order at the end of the month. I think like one of the books that was supposed to come out actually got canceled, the Green Arrow by Kevin Smith Deluxe Edition, so I'm pretty upset about that. But otherwise, I've just got a few paperbacks. I don't think there's anything huge. I don't think there's a big omnibus for the month in August. So yeah, that's all for this video. I feel like I had something else that I was going to talk about, but yeah, new books.